Live. Okay, we live. We live. Welcome to another episode of Let Me Talk My Shit. I believe this is episode number 13. I appreciate y'all.
With his numbers, y'all. He can't tell.
Come on, man. I be trying. I got my see, I do karate. All Valley Karate Championship.
Kick your ass style shit.
Cobra Kai in the building. You know what I'm saying?
No mercy, no mercy.
If you ain't a Cobra Kai fan, don't talk to me.
No, I haven't watched it.
What?
Dang, really like that? I
Well,
just realized
that. What you mean?
You gonna purge watch? You gonna binge watch?
Honestly,
it's 3 seasons. It's on the third season, right?
It's on the third season.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I just know that it's like something about Karate Kid, and then some years later, one of the kids that he had like fought against. I don't really understand what's going on.
They
but
both
I'm like,
got dojos,
I'm not-
and they both
it
got
just didn't
kids.
really call
Their
out to
kids
me.
are in
That shit
karate.
call
They're
out
in
to
high school.
everybody.
Their
Like,
kids
is it
are
that
fighting
good?
and shit. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
It's good, and it's just
And
the
it's
concept.
about-
I like that shit. I'm a fan. I'm a number one fan.
It's like some
love
games, but it's karate's in like a
I love it. No.
all valley.
Promise you, you're gonna be into it. Once
Okay,
you get into
okay.
it, you're like,
Word. We'll give these people a few minutes to tap in with us.
Tap in, y'all.
We got a couple people. Thank y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all
Tap,
like,
tap.
subscribe. Hit that like button. Subscribe at YouTube. Subscribe on. We're working on our Facebook page. Don't worry, that should be back. That should be out probably next week to be realistic. But we got Raja back in the building. She's been hiatus for a little bit, but she's back.
Thanks
in the
for
game.
having me back.
Of
Yes.
course, this seat is always here.
She's
You
a
already
good
know.
guest. She's a good guest.
I like to talk my shit too. What can I say?
Word. All right, y'all ready to dive in?
You diving in.
I'm about to
What you guys want to talk about first?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. We can let our guests.
You got the list?
Kind of.
If you can
Or
go off of
it's
what
on
you
your phone. What I
got.
text you,
Yeah,
or did I
Because
text you too?
we are. I mean, I got topics. You got
Okay,
topics.
well go
We
ahead.
got
You
some
can
topics.
spread
Talk
your
about hygiene.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about hygiene.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
so
we don't get into it like that.
yeah, let's go straight. Let's just dive into
We
it.
can dive. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the funky monkeys and all the shits. Thank you, musty dicks.
Oh, stank dick. Don't walk around here with no stank dick. That's
Nah,
filthy,
but
G.
we wanted to get into the hygiene thing because
I know.
I mean, a lot of people. Well, I was going to talk about it on Ladies' Night,
Mhm.
and we didn't get to it because Ladies' Night was really all over the place. I was on one, but fucking, we need to get into the. We wanted to talk about the hygiene thing because a lot of people do have hygiene issues, and then it'd be like, and then when you tell somebody, because there's certain ways how you approach that situation.
Yeah.
But some people don't even think that they stink, and they stink like they're immune to their funk.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, how do I smell you and you lingering and you don't smell you?
It's
You know
'cause
what's
they get
crazy?
used to it.
My grandma told me way back when, when you start going through puberty, like
Yes,
you
when
smell
you
yourself,
start going
other
through
people can smell you. And so I've
That's
always been
embarrassing.
hella, but I feel like because of that though, I'm very like hyper aware, like
Man,
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
you can never
real
catch
big
me,
on
yeah.
hygiene. I'm
Same.
so big on hygiene. My son is only 5 years old. He's big on hygiene. He a
Good.
seat sniffer. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing. He will tell you that you stink.
Like, no
Like,
stinking ass around.
dude, like when I was growing up and living with my grandma, I was raised by my grandmother. Hygiene was big in my family. Like, if she felt like you wasn't in the shower long enough and you didn't scrub right, she would go get a white washcloth, get some alcohol, and rub that shit on your neck, show
Wow.
you, see the dirt, and get your ass back up in that motherfucking shower and scrub your fucking neck and body and all that shit. People get in the shower and be taking fucking whole baths. How you taking a whole bath in the shower? You don't get in the shower and wash your hot spots.
Like, you already in it.
The
Like-
crazy thing is like how people think like if you just wash the certain spots, the rest
No,
of it
you
just,
have to
rinse
rub
away.
and
Yeah.
scrub your whole body from your face to your neck all the way down. You don't get in the shower.
So
and
in
wash.
between your
People-
toes.
thank
In
you.
between your toes.
Do not get in
That's
the
where it
shower
comes.
and wash your
Oh my
feet
gosh.
first. People be all backwards.
That's
People will get in the shower and fucking wash their feet first or whatever. All that. No.
So on some real
Okay.
shit, I did like a little I would say like a survey at work, and I was asking. I work with a lot of white people, but they were like, I was just curious, and I was like, they don't use washcloths,
No.
and
Some
that
people
blew my
just use
mind. They
their
were like,
hand.
we just literally use
Some
the
people
soap.
just
Or,
use
I'm
their
like,
hand or
it really threw me
loofah.
off. I think it's like a cultural thing, but I'm like, well, how do you like get the dirt off? Like
Yeah, how
the
do you?
soap don't just you know, it
Pick
does
it
some
all
of
up,
the
you know,
job.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
it
They
take
see
all
the
does
that.
some of
lather.
the job.
Just because
But
you see lather in the soap,
Yeah.
that don't mean you clean.
it's like you spray something and you think it's just gonna be clean. Like you
Right.
gotta scrub that, bro. Like so, it was just weird to me. I'm like, okay, y'all don't use loofahs, washcloth, nothing.
Yeah,
Like
you need a washcloth and a loofah.
I
A loofah is to
Oh, shit, my shit's
exfoliate the dead skin. Don't just be in the fucking shower with just a loofah. You need a washcloth to scrub your skin, and then you need a loofah after that to exfoliate your skin. That's the dead skin that's gonna be coming off your body or whatever. Scrub them motherfucking armpits and all that shit. Ain't no sharing washcloths and all that shit with your kids or none of that. That shit is weird to me. Like,
I think essentially, like, I mean, if we're talking about hygiene and the basics of it, showering from head to toe, using something like a washcloth or a loofah. But honestly, loofahs are
and you gotta change your washcloth.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
That's
why
I've seen people like use the same
after
loofah.
2-3 days or
Okay,
whatever.
so let's
change your
for the people
washcloth.
that don't know and they too embarrassed to know, you can watch the show and we're gonna give you an idea. So how long should you use a towel?
Oh,
towel,
I just saw this online too. So,
like I said,
what?
2 to 3 days after
Yeah.
that or whatever, and not even that, because like I've worked in healthcare for over 10 years or whatever, and with that you're really supposed to change your washcloth every single day.
I would say washcloth every day and towels every like 3 days.
You don't use the same fucking washcloth that you use on your body on your fucking face.
Right.
That's
how you
no.
You're putting germs that's not supposed to be up there. Like, they would never ever be that way unless
all the
you
shit.
put it there. So now you got different bacteria on your face that your face is not ready to handle.
Listen, get the
Booty
cooter and the booter.
face.
Get the cooter and the booter.
Yeah,
Which also you should use a different washcloth for that.
you
yeah.
have to use a different washcloth.
Yeah.
And I use like a face wash.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
I
I have
don't
a
really
little
wash my
face
face
scrubber.
in the shower, but I
Yeah.
wash it outside the shower. That's just me, but I got good skin.
You can't tell him nothing.
Can't tell me nothing. Okay, so we got so you said 3 days for the towel. How many times for the
One
washcloth?
use for washcloth.
One use?
One and done.
That's it? No mas?
If you use it on your face,
I use it
you might have your
multiple
face.
times. I can't lie, I use it multiple times.
Yeah, sometimes you do, but like after 3
Couple
days
days.
or whatever,
For
just
the
like your
washcloth?
food in the
I'm not
refrigerator.
gonna lie.
Like after 3 days,
Yeah.
get a different one.
Well, honestly,
Or the
I use
because some
gloves.
people just, you know,
Like the loofah gloves. Those are my
Okay.
jam because then I feel like I can get in like all
The
the nooks and
crevices.
crannies. Yeah, my
Right,
toes. But that being
oh,
said,
you use
I
the
don't.
hand gloves?
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay,
ooh,
that's good for
I
the
feel
coochie.
so clean. Like
That's good for your coochie.
I was about to
Gotta
say, I
clean
know you
your
gotta get the
You
lid.
gotta clean the inside of your coochie hole.
No, okay. So I was gonna say like
No
you
soap or
can't
whatever.
put soap up in there.
No,
But
you're not putting soap in
you
there.
can soap your vagina. You can't soap
Your
your
coochie
like
hole.
in there. Yeah.
Internally.
You're
You
in
don't
there.
internally use soap in your coochie hole, but
It's gonna throw off
You
your
didn't-
pH balance.
even if you gotta get down on the floor like this and fucking put the washcloth and clean up in your coochie hole, get that shit cleaned.
Yeah.
Cleaned.
Yeah, no soap. There was certain soaps, right? I think y'all have the Summer's Eve. That's able
No,
to.
I
still-
heard that
I don't
shit.
use
But I'm
those
saying
separate-
it still shouldn't go
yeah.
in the hole, right?
Oh,
That's for
yeah.
outside. I feel like if you
And
put
that's for
what I
like
think I've
after
learned.
your period.
But
Well,
that's
that's
also
like that.
still for like your vagina. You're not supposed to put soap.
Soap
That's
in
what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, y'all,
that's
you
how
guys are
get
saying
yeast infections. That's how you get. That's how you get bacterial fucking infections and stuff like that. And,
so. To make it clear, you want to put basically just water inside.
wash
the
your
vagina,
lips,
right? I
You
don't
can
have
wash
a
your
vagina,
lips.
so-
Wash
You can wash your
lips,
lips with
water
soap
in.
or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
If you
And then
married
the
down
inside,
there or
just
whatever
some
the
water.
fuck, make sure you wash that shit.
But
Wash
then
it
it's gonna throw your
outside.
pH
When you
level
get
up.
internally in the coochie hole,
This girl.
watch that. I'm gonna be all vulgar with it. Get in that motherfucking coochie hole and clean that motherfucker out. Shit, if you want a nigga to be sticking his tongue up in there, then you better clean that shit. You
Jesus
should be
Christ.
able. If you want a motherfucker to be licking your coochie and all that shit, you should be able to wash your motherfucking shit, smell that shit, taste that shit your damn self, to
Yeah.
see if it's fucking good. And yes,
If she
like
ain't
I
tasting
said,
it, then I
if
don't
you
want.
can't taste your own motherfucking
I'm
pussy,
saying
you don't
the
need no
Oh,
motherfucker
that
to
was-
be in your pussy.
That was Tasha. Tasha was talking about. I ain't gonna do one.
Get that Clorox
Yeah, the
wipe.
Clorox. He used the Clorox wipes one time to wipe his butt. The
Wait,
one-
what? You're
Oh my
wait.
gosh.
She meant to say, "What if your son uses Clorox wipe to clean his butt?"
That's
Like
what I was
Tasha.
like, what?
Yeah, when he was
Extra
younger,
clean.
he thought it was like a baby wipe.
Ooh,
and it was a Clorox.
was this a one-time thing?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He
but
thought it
shit.
was the regular wipe.
He
and
was
and he
rolling
like,
free.
my butthole's burning.
He was Rona free.
That's just crazy. Okay, so we went. Okay, so
Okay, what other aspects of hygiene though?
Man, it's a lot.
Also, I mean, you know what I think is incredibly important? Oral hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Honestly,
Floss.
like at this point, I literally
People don't even know
floss
that
picks next to my
brushing
bed.
your tongue
Like, you
and the
have
roof
to.
of your mouth
Yeah.
is part of brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
It ain't just brushing your teeth. You gotta brush your gums,
Yeah.
the roof of your mouth, and your motherfucking tongue. Because that's where the funk is coming from, that tongue. You smell like a tongue farty. So brush that tongue. Please.
They say your tongue should be pink.
Yeah, not white. Nigga
No,
got
yeah.
thrush.
Yeah.
Nigga.
You got that plaque on your
Clean.
tongue.
Yes, that's fucking over.
Okay, so I have a question.
Funk.
Okay.
How many times a day do you guys brush your teeth?
Sometimes I do two. It depends on what I
do
eat.
twice.
It depends on what
Most
I
of
eat.
the time. But yeah, like sometimes you're like, I feel like I gotta go brush my teeth, so it might be more than twice. But on the regular,
I might
would say
carry
twice.
mouthwash. If I have mouthwash and stuff, so after I smoke or after I eat certain things that got like garlic, and I don't eat onions, but sometimes I'll be putting an onion on my burger. And yeah, get that shit.
They say it's even good to chew gum after meals. If
Yeah,
you brush your teeth.
I get
coconut oil is a real good thing for funk breath, whitening teeth, getting the bacteria and stuff out your mouth. You can gargle and brush your teeth
oil do
with
everything.
coconut oil.
No, for real,
lifesaver.
They like you can cook with it, put it on your elbows.
Toothpaste, hey, get some coconut oil and some peroxide and brush your teeth with that shit.
Or
It's a miracle.
What is it called? Baking soda too. Baking soda and coconut oil.
Yes.
I used to use it. You can throw a little peppermint oil in there too.
The roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to brush. Yes, you need to brush your whole mouth. What the fuck is not just your teeth? You want your teeth to shine, but you want your breath to be fresh. Shit, what the fuck?
It's not just about white teeth.
Right. Nah, yeah, because they can look good, but you know, there's some other. You got some.
So how do you tell someone that they're?
Hand them a piece of gum.
It depends on who it is.
You just be like.
I saw a video the other day. So, go just brush our teeth.
Sometimes I
do you have some time to brush your teeth?
yeah, I might hand you a piece of gum if your breath is from.
Nah, I feel like I'm close
But I
enough.
didn't offer somebody some gum and they're like, oh, okay, no, thank you.
Well, I'm really spatial with my shit.
I feel like if somebody offers you some gum, take that shit real fast, cause they done got a whiff or something, maybe.
For real.
Or shit.
Just to be on the safe side.
I do the thing like, damn, if I smell somebody's breath, I'm gonna pop some gum. I don't even fuck if I already got some gum in my mouth. I'm gonna pull that shit out.
It's like somebody mentioned
and I'm gonna pop some gum in my mouth.
So you like,
you know, so you pull out some gum. You'll be like, ooh, can I have another piece of gum?
That's subtle. I like that.
You got another piece of gum? So I like to pull it out sometimes, you know.
That's a hard one.
Okay. Tongue, teeth, and gums. Yes, sir. All right. Let's talk about armpits.
Talk about it.
About
yes.
armpits.
Okay, so armpits things. That's too close to your mother. How do you not smell your phones?
Right.
Nigga, that's too close
that's,
to here.
No, I think that's what you were saying earlier, though.
Yes,
how, like,
that's
some
when
people
you're
can't
immune
smell
to your
it,
phone.
But it's like that. I think that happens.
But
I think
there
that's
is
a thing.
okay.
Like you
when
can't
it's
smell
sometimes
yourself.
it can be stuck in your shirt, like it gets stuck in your clothes and stuff like that. When you feel like that, throw that motherfucker in the trash.
Oh, yeah, that happens to me
Spray
a
them
lot.
motherfucker. You put some peroxide and some motherfucking baking soda inside of a spray bottle, and before you wash your clothes, spray the motherfucking
That's
armpits.
too much. That shit's gone.
It's not.
That
Yeah.
shit's gone.
But if you don't want to throw
Because
it
that happens to
away,
me. No, I throw shit away. I throw shit away
I'm gonna throw away.
No,
because
So
Not everybody
I'm just
can.
saying, like, if people don't want to
You can't
throw it
just throw stuff
away or whatever the fuck, then that's
Yeah.
what you do. But I'm a suggestion. They have natural deodorants. There's so many things that can help your.
Honestly, I feel like number one is soap
Add
and water. Like, you have to
chlorophyll.
make
Add chlorophyll to your diet now. That is a deodorizer for your breath and your body internally, and like that's gonna help. So you can add chlorophyll to your diet. You can add it inside of your drinks, your food, or whatever. Like so.
I've actually been doing that for this month. It's
What
one of
is
the
that?
things I've been doing.
Wait,
It's chlorophyll. It's like an algae, I believe.
Okay.
Where it's a super
It's just
dark.
like a dick rape drug. I put some chlorophyll in. That's how I know.
Coconut oil,
I know.
like I said, coconut oil works too.
So
when
what
you
is-
get out of the shower, you your whole body, your armpit, your everything. Coconut oil is good for you,
I take
inside
a
and
tablespoon.
out.
What's the chlorophyll?
So chlorophyll is
Oh,
like
chlorophyll.
really good, especially for your liver. So if you're a big like alcoholic, or if you drink a lot of
detox.
alcohol,
It's like a detox.
it's a good detoxifier, especially for your liver, but also overall for your body. It helps to pull out the toxins.
Okay.
So I bought it in a liquid form. I take a
that's what I was
tablespoon in
gonna
the
get,
morning every day.
They have a powder
That's all.
and they have a liquid.
Nice.
You can also get it in like
Where do you
capsules.
get it from?
Yeah, you can
I work
get it.
at a
I
health
was
food store,
gonna
so-
show her
What you get it from a health food
Yeah, I
store?
work at
Yeah,
Fresh
you can
Farms,
go-
but you can find it at like
Yeah.
Sprouts. You can find it at I'm sure
Yeah.
Jimbo's, Sprouts, Whole Foods, whatever.
Yeah.
Possibly maybe even regular stores at this point because everybody's on the wave now.
And what is it called again?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Go get you some chlorophyll.
It's really
It's
good for your
organic. It's organic.
smells.
Well, they do have some.
Okay,
like that.
Tasha said, what about makeup?
So I'm not a big makeup wearer in general, but I think it's supposed to be like
With makeup?
you can't keep
Yeah.
makeup for like 3 months. So I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. 'Cause
I
don't
just
wear a lot
got
of
into
makeup.
wearing makeup.
But like if you
And
have
I
a thing of
hate it.
mascara, that thing is done in 3 months or so. People put makeup on without washing their face. That is disgusting because that
That's
makeup's
how.
gonna go
That's
on.
how
I don't even wear
acne.
makeup. Yeah,
that's
but
how.
like
That's how you get acne. You're from your makeup brushes and all that shit.
The
Like
makeup
you using a
brushes,
dirty ass makeup
the
brush to put
sponges.
this shit on your fucking face every single day. Like you have to clean those too.
I would say
You
like
have to
weekly.
sanitize. You have to sanitize and soak those brushes and stuff too. But yeah, some people think, oh, that's gonna cover it up. No, that shit's gonna make your whole acne and everything worse because you're clogging your fucking pores with makeup
Yeah.
or whatever.
And I would say I'm not crazy like makeup guru or anything like that, but I know like a fresh face is a good start.
yeah.
It's like a fresh
It
canvas.
is.
So
You
if you
have
wash
to
your
use
face,
a serum.
moisturize it.
Yeah.
Using your serums, your moisturizers, your oils, whatever it may be, your
Right.
primer. The fact that people would put makeup on without
I don't know.
washing their face
It's
first
a
is
long
crazy.
process if you really
Yeah.
get into doing makeup and all that shit. Like I put foundation on and stuff like that. Well, since I had lupus, I have certain spots on my face that I cover up. So I've been using makeup and I hate it. I hate makeup. I hate it. I fucking
I don't
hate
really
makeup.
use too much.
But
I
have
woke
no
up
choice
like
right
this.
now to use it.
It's a little concealer under the
I
eyes.
just,
and
I
that's
woke
it.
up like this. Nah, that's good. Okay. Y'all got anything else on hygiene?
Let me think about it real quick.
Stay fresh, y'all.
Yeah.
No,
Soda
I
water,
mean,
man.
like you can only tell somebody
Oh,
so much.
drink
or
water,
whatever.
bro.
Yes,
Drink
water
water.
is very important.
Water is life.
What you eat and what you drink, that shit comes out of your fucking pores. I know I cuss so much. I'm Bernie Mac's daughter. Nigga, that shit comes out of your pores. You are what you eat. That shit is real.
Motherfuckers be smelling like ham hocks. Like, bro,
That's disgusting.
drink some water.
Yeah, drink some water.
Be on the
People be
basketball
like,
court with some of
water
these
is
motherfuckers. You
nasty.
be like, bro.
Nigga, water ain't supposed to have no
That is crazy.
motherfucking flavor.
Water's delicious. That should be tasting like life.
It
That
is.
shit
That
is delicious.
Jesus water. That shit brings you back to life.
That should give me life.
That's
every
what
time.
that's
You like, how can you
Jesus
can drink so
water.
much alcohol? Because I drink a lot of water during the week. I swear to God, I be hydrated as fuck.
When people say they don't like the taste of water, I'm like,
That just
That's
baffles me.
That's
It
weird.
baffles me.
Yeah.
It baffles me. That's what it. And as soon as someone says that, I said, "You're pissed."
I understand
Oh
that.
That just is my
Gosh,
automatic thought. You're
absolutely.
pissed fucking.
it ain't no
Stink.
Like
and it's
fucking
dark yellow.
asparagus
It's
and
like
shit.
it's the color
Yes,
of this right
It's like
here.
orange
It's like
Gatorade
your
and shit.
Your liver, your everything.
I be
your
proud when I
insides are
pee.
blood.
Like I like to pee and look down and be like,
Oh, it's clear.
There we
It's
go.
yellow,
That's pretty
yellow.
good,
there
bro.
we go.
You
Right?
just got done playing basketball and it's
Right.
still pretty clear, bro. You was hydrated. Now, I know a lot of people don't like specific waters. Like, I don't like Arrowhead, right? But
Arrowhead is
go
like
keep
faucet
trying
water.
different waters and find one that you like and drink water, but at least
Or
drink
add a
water.
little lemon in there or something.
Whatever you
Like,
have to do,
yeah.
but still drink water. Find a way
Right.
to drink water for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, oh, I don't like water and not drink it. Figure out a way. I don't
Ladies,
even give a
get
fuck
that
if you use
motherfucking
the
essential pH balance,
Yeah.
motherfucking plus.
right.
That essential
Water.
water.
Yeah,
I swear.
it might help
They
you
have
with
vagina
pH
water?
balance
Well,
and all that.
it's not like vagina.
Oh, you're
No,
talking about
they're
the
not.
pH water. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I do get that shit.
I
The
was just-
alkaline. The alkaline.
Yeah.
That one though, there's this brand called Essential, and I swear to Moses, this is the most delicious water I've ever had. It's like
That's the black one, the black straw.
Well, they have
Yeah.
this Carlsbad,
that's one of my favorite
the
ones.
alkaline water.
oh, also yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my
She said,
favorites.
Jesus water! Y'all try that Carlsbad alkaline water.
I swear, alkaline water is like thicker. I
Okay.
how to
I don't know,
describe
shit,
it.
it's good.
It's yeah.
So she said peeing
Yeah,
after sex.
Oh, yeah.
Very important. Thank you,
It's
Lena.
very important. It's
Yeah,
actually your
yeah.
body naturally trying to get
You're
rid of all the
supposed to do
bacteria you
that.
just
It's
swapped.
Unless you want
Yeah.
a yeasty, unless you want a yeast infection or a UTI or any type of bacterial, vaginal, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Also, even after masturbating though.
all that
You're
shit.
supposed to,
It's
yeah.
very important. It's very that goes on with your hygiene.
Tasha said, wash the back of them ears. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'd be surprised at myself. I'd be like,
And your belly button. Get that belly button.
Oh my God, old Cheerios in their belly
Any
button.
crease and crevice that you have on your body, you have to get into it. Even if you gotta put motherfucking deodorant or something in between your motherfucking legs, if you big
Oh, I
or
heard
something
that.
like
If
no,
you big.
no, or not even if you big. If you just have some type of if you
Put some
have
baby powder
hygiene
down there or
issues.
something.
No, not baby powder.
Well, not for the vagina, but
like,
if you have a
that it will really help. People just don't be all up
I don't
in
know
it.
what that was.
Victoria's
Taking care
Secret
of
and all
your-
that shit. Think you gonna cover up your phone? Like, no, that's gonna make it worse.
Oh yeah.
All right,
That's gonna if you
Soap
are
and water at the
funky,
minimum.
for real. If you funky, and then it depends on what type of soap you use. Don't mix up your shit. Like use one brand. If you're gonna stick to one brand. That's why people have skin issues and stuff like that too. If you have sensitive skin and stuff like that, you need to find out what your body and learn your body.
Yeah.
Learn your body
Self-aware.
and see what your body is used to and stuff like
bad, people.
We're back.
My bad for that. We had to restart the internet real quick.
Difficulties.
But you know how it is, man. We figuring it out. I apologize, but we back in the building. So okay, yeah. So let's go through some of the comments real quick. Okay, so we're gonna get back to this comment, which was, did you all talk about hair? So Erica said the people that say they hate water are probably the same grown folks that they don't like
eat
green
vegetables.
right?
Oh my gosh, probably.
Get your Grinch. Carlsbad is the best one. I gotta taste this. Yes, all the crevices. No baby powder on the vagina. Probiotics.
Probiotics, that is a good one actually.
Yes.
You can get your probiotics in many different ways. You can buy probiotics by the capsule. You can eat yogurt. You can drink kombucha. You can eat fermented vegetables like
eat good vagina.
What did he
that
say?
shit has all of it. That has a lot of good vitamins for you.
If the lady is eating good,
if she's good,
yes.
I'm just saying they grow babies. It got something in there. That's good.
But Reggie, excellent story.
Yes, more of the story. Soap is your friend, your best friend. That's I know. I'm gonna make him. That's the real shit. Hold on, let's go back to this one.
Shit.
Oh wait, not the one.
Shit. How long a motherfucker take a shower will tell you something too. Shit.
So
in and out.
For real, that in and out shit. Like
you didn't have time to lather.
What did you do? You just slathered the soap all over your body with your hand.
You didn't even lather.
With your hand, for real. You just
did a rinse.
Yeah. The rinse off. I got in the shower. That's what I took a shower. But what did you do in there? Because you still smell the same when you came out.
All right, Tasha.
You still smell the same.
Tasha said, "Did y'all talk about care of your hair first?" So I'm gonna let y'all go to this because y'all have two different. You got
no, what do you mean, y'all? Because it's
no. I'm not. I'm saying I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Well, why don't we
I'll
talk about our different hair care?
That's what I'm saying. We have different hair cares. I have male hair care. You all have locks. You have wigs. Like, tell us what you do.
I mean, there's so many different textures of hair, and mine is curly, and I hate doing my hair. That's why I wear wigs. Shit. Fuck that shit. Like, it's a process. It is. It's a long process when you have like naturally curly hair or whatever the hell. Like you have to have certain conditioners. You have to wash your hair. A certain you have to keep certain products and stuff in your hair to be able to manage it, or it's gonna be a dread at the end of the day. If you don't comb that shit, straight dread curls.
Which are kind of cute though.
They do be cute though. Yeah, but then combing it out, shit. I'm grown and I'm still tender-headed and I cry sometimes when my auntie do my hair.
It's punk ass.
I would agree.
If their shoes is dirty, 9 out of 10 their ass is dirty.
Well,
what if they didn't work your shoes?
But also, like for me, I have some shoes that like my favorite pair of Vans are these old ass like blue Vans that I have, and they're just comfortable. Like they like mold to my foot at this point. I've had them forever. It is what it is. But also, it could be a good point, especially with men though. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe double standard.
I don't know because that might be the first thing I look at.
Reggie do be taking long showers.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta soak.
Damn, why your shoes so dirty? Shoes and shoestrings. Like what the fuck? I don't know because. I
think it's a hit or miss.
In elementary school, I grew up like when you got home from school and stuff. If you wash your shoes and stuff like that to keep your shoes clean. My grandma taught us how to get a toothbrush or whatever the hell.
I do remember being in the same.
So you got locks, Raja. So I'm gonna ask you. So what is your regular regimen as far as keeping your locks healthy and clean and luxurious? So
they ain't never been no funky.
Well, and that's the thing for me. Like,
and they look healthy.
I feel like I really had to battle that though. A lot of people ask me like, "Oh, do you even wash your hair?" And I'm like, "Of course I wash my hair."
Yeah, because that's the thing when first people get the impression of dreads, it's like, ew, they stink.
Yeah, I think they have a negative connotation to them, unfortunately.
It's something that actually really take care of.
Because of that, though, I feel like I go above and beyond to make sure that my shit doesn't just not smell bad, but that it smells good. Like that it smells like my hair smells good.
And I never smell them to be funky.
Thank you.
Because you can smell people's from a linger, like they be smelling.
Your locks actually look healthy. Like you put time into your locks. I do for sure. I could tell. You could tell.
I probably. That being said, though, like I do have like a curly, kinky hair. I don't have to wash my hair every day or every other day or
which you shouldn't, by the way.
I mean, because like my hair texture, but also because I have locks. So like for me personally, my journey. I wash my hair probably like every 3 weeks or so. So which for other people that could be a very long time. But that being said, I don't put anything in my hair but coconut oil and maybe like an oil blend of sorts. We talked about coconut oil already. It is the best.
Look, you can cook your vegetables. You can cook with it. You put it on your ashy elbows. Put it on. Hey, I even heard of coconut oil making your jump shot better. So shout out Reggie. If you need your jump shot to be better on the court, have some coconut oil, bro, and have that elbow just telling you how your shit right, bro.
Yeah, coconut oil.
I'll add Reggie. You my shot though. So, but yeah, so no, that's dope as hell.
Yeah, that's the only. I don't put anything in my hair. I don't use like locking gels or any sort of gels to like retwist. So my retwist. That being said, my retwists don't really last that long, but that's fine with me. I don't mind a little bit of frizz because I know that my hair is healthy and that it's not like full of buildup inside of my locks.
How long have you been growing your locks?
Since literally the month before Reese was born, I think I started them. So he's about to be, oh my gosh. I'm thinking about that right now. Reese is about to be 9 in a couple months. That's my nephew. So I've had my locks for about 9 years now. That being said, I have made some mistakes. I've bleached my hair before. I've colored it before. I've had to cut off everything that I bleached though. So that was a really bad move on my part. I have made some mistakes.
I've only heard bad things about bleaching. You know what I'm saying?
I really feel like you have to go through it. Yeah,
that's.
I've never heard somebody like, "Oh, this worked out for me."
Well, do you guys remember when my hair was purple?
That's when your hair was gonna be falling out.
No.
Like
Do you remember when I had purple hair? Did you see that? I had bleached my locks and dyed them purple.
Yeah.
Horrible mistake.
I think I remember that color.
That breaks your hair off. Like, no, that's for white people. So sorry, but it even breaks their hair off too.
This is true.
And that's like,
I'm not gonna lie.
No, that shit
I'm not gonna lie, it's true.
Like that shit like strips
shit
your
toxic,
hair. Like
bro.
your hair just starts falling out. You be like, why is my hair falling out? Why is it so brittle?
Yeah.
Why is it so this? Because you keep dyeing your fucking hair. Like, no, that's not really, no. Get some temporary shit. Get some shit that wash out in 2 weeks. Other than that, like, no, your shit's gonna be fucked the fuck up.
It's true. I would say don't bleach it. I say that all the time now.
In high school, I used to hella be peroxide and all types of shit. Like, my grandma used to be like, who told you to do that?
Right.
Nobody.
Okay, so real quick, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the comments in there. If y'all have anything y'all want us to talk about while we're doing our topics, put them in the comments. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk some shit about it. If you want to talk some shit about it, let me know. I can bring you into the show. You can tune in and actually get linked into the show and actually be on the show. So if you feel like you want to be a part of the show, you got some shit to talk with us, you just got something to say, get it off your chest, get it off your mind. Let me know. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link, and then you could be in the room with us right now. So with that being said, what's our next topic?
I want to talk about your hair care. Real quick.
Oh, my hair care. Oh, real quick.
Like from a man's perspective.
So from a man's perspective, brush it. Brush your hair. Definitely wash it. Not everybody.
I was like, how often do guys wash their hair? How does that work out?
I wash my hair maybe every 4 to 5 days, but that changes if I play a lot of basketball. So if I play a lot of basketball, it's a lot more sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Do you condition it?
It starts. Yeah. It starts getting a little like it feels a little dry. It dries my scalp out if I fucking do it too much. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if I've been working out extra crazy, it's probably like every 2 to 3 days. It might go up to every other day type shit, depending on how hard I'm working. Like when I was in basic training, I wash my shit every day because we literally crawling in fucking dirt and shit. Obviously, I need to get that shit out of there. So, just be aware of yourself. Like we said earlier. Know yourself. Know if you need to wash your hair, wash your hair. Get haircuts. I cut my own hair, learn how to do it. Save me about $3,000 a year. I mean, don't at me. Save me about a 3-hour wait. I mean, it just be like that. Not everybody could do it, but I do it. What's Jim say? Just want to say I love y'all. What you doing, bro? Keep up the blessings. Hey, holla at you, Jim. I appreciate you tapping in, bro. Gotta wash your ass. It's must or you musty.
No, I cut some triangles.
Okay.
Everybody can hear you guys. I'm just saying, y'all now we can't have side conversations where that motherfucker pick up everything. I can hear Johnny breathing right now. And he's I heard Johnny say something like a little while ago.
I was cutting hair.
Shit.
What I did for my senior portfolio.
Oh, you messed it up?
I did hair. I did no, but I did not cut hair. And I
and
made
you
a
did it
video.
anyway?
No, I did a video, and Antonio Brown let me cut his hair.
But
Jimmy, I think Jimmy might have been there, and somebody else. Cause Jimmy, it might have been Jimmy that pushed his hair like that. Whatever. But I had cut some triangles. I had did some triangles in the back of his head. I was trying to do some design.
Hey, bro, I see you in the gym, bro. You trying to get super big on us. I see you keep working, bro. What's our next topic, though?
Oh, well,
we did a good one on that. We went in on that one.
Since Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Bam, 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 bam.
Get into some Valentine's Day shit. So
I just said bomb chicken one. That's the wrong one.
Are you the type of person to like go out on dates on Valentine's Day? Or is it like just another day to you? Like if you're single, like how do you feel if you're single on Valentine's Day? Is it just another day to you? Or like do you feel lonely? Like is it something extra to you or whatever? Like if you're in a relationship, do you like expect a Valentine's Day gift? Or have you ever been alone? Or like how do you feel when you are alone on Valentine's Day? Like what is it to you?
Okay.
All right, we'll start off with
a loaded question.
Right.
I mean, I was just throwing.
No, I like it.
Let's start off what we do on Valentine's Day. If you're single or relationship, that's the broad question. And then we can get technical.
I like keep that out there because I want to see. I want reference to it. I feel like you have some good sub questions.
Okay, so what's up, Raja? We'll let you go on first.
Okay.
What you think about it?
So I think Valentine's Day is a consumer holiday.
No, for real.
Oh shoot, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. I definitely think it's hyped up for us to buy the red and pink and white things. It's built up in that way. That being said, I love holidays in general. Like I love a reason to get a little dressed up. Would I wear a red shirt on that day? It doesn't matter, single or not. Absolutely. I just love like celebratory things though.
Right.
That being said, out of all the things that Nicole had mentioned, from what I can remember, like I've been single on Valentine's Day. I've had dates on Valentine's Day. But I
need single or relationship. Give me the cheeks.
I think to a certain extent, it is another day for me. Like I understand that it is just like a commodified holiday that has been built up that way. But yeah, no, I don't.
Working late though.
Let me see your questions again. I feel like it's a loaded question.
Okay, so I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
Let me keep going real quick.
No, go ahead.
Are you the type to go out on dates on Valentine's Day?
Right. So if I'm seeing someone, I definitely want to go out on a date.
If you're in a relationship, or
I don't expect a gift per se at this point. I'm not in a long-term relationship. If I was, it might be a different situation. I am seeing someone kind of right now, and like I do imagine that we'll probably go on a date. I'm not expecting anything of it though, just like a nice, pleasant time.
What about cheeks?
Yes,
I gotta ask.
I don't believe in expectations. Okay?
Right,
that's not exceptional.
I don't think in
expectations. I need all that.
I need all that.
That's like an everyday shit. If I'm in a relationship, that better be an everyday motherfucker.
So that's dope. I didn't know you was in a relationship.
I'm not in a relationship.
I thought you said you was.
No, I said I'm seeing someone right now.
Okay. My bad. So you're seeing someone. I know this.
I am dating.
You're dating.
I am single.
Dating.
I am, yeah.
Singly dating. Okay,
Yes.
you're dating. Okay, gotcha. So you are expected that you go on a date on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
But I don't expect
to give him the cheeks.
I don't expect no gift.
Yeah.
But if he gives you a gift, do you feel obligated to give him cheeks?
Absolutely not. I don't feel no type of obligations for nothing.
You know, I gotta ask you.
Not obligated.
I think that is a big thing for me, though, like obligations and expectations.
Right.
I don't.
Well, that's how you get disappointed if you have expectations.
Well, because been there, done that, and I'm not trying to like set myself up for.
Right. So don't expect nothing, but if it happens, then wow, that was a bonus.
Yeah.
It was a bonus. Okay, Nicole, what about you? What is your plans for Valentine's Day?
I celebrate holidays.
Are you single? Or are you seeing somebody?
I'm single like a motherfucker, and shit. I like my son to know what holidays are and stuff and shit. And I still have my Christmas tree up. And last year, before the pandemic even started, but I started decorating my Christmas tree something different every month or whatever.
Oh my gosh,
so
I love it.
So I'm decorating my tree with the Valentine's Day stuff and my house and stuff.
So she doesn't want to take her tree down.
I like to spread the love. Ain't one love. I like to spread the love, shit. And I really don't. Hey, Valentine's Day is just another day. Whatever. If it's on a Tuesday, Monday, whatever the fuck, I still gotta go to work. I still gotta.
Hey, for real. And we don't get no time.
It's just another day, but I do like to spread the love, shit. Even if I buy my mom and my son and whoever I feel like giving something to or whatever the hell on Valentine's Day. But as far as like being in a relationship or sometimes, I mean, if you're married, maybe I ain't getting married. But I mean, shit, maybe you might expect a gift, but I don't expect anything.
I just expect the cheeks, real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep it 1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta give me nothing.
Right. We gonna have a good time.
Be creative about it though. Like I
time.
make it maybe like
Show me a good
like
time.
yeah, like
It's
maybe
themed. Maybe it's a themed.
Right, yeah, it might be
Some
like
people just might
maybe you
go the
do
extra mile or whatever,
right,
because
maybe
it
you
is
do a little
Valentine's
something
Day
more
or
special on
whatever,
that day,
you don't
maybe.
be
But
special because that's what it's supposed to be in the world or whatever, according to people. You know, Valentine's Day is supposed to be.
I will say, I don't know if
You
I
good? You
good? Like Nicole was saying, I do enjoy spreading the love on Valentine's Day as well, just to piggyback on that. Like, I think even last year, like, you know what I really missed was them little Valentine's Day cards that she did back with your friends and shit. And like, low key, I'm a very crafty person. I love arts and crafts. And so I made a bunch of my friends. I think I was dating someone last year on Valentine's Day. So I had a Valentine, but I also made my friends like little Valentine's Day cards and shit. And it was, I don't know, I love it. Like, I love the celebratory things. I love spreading the love. And, like, why not? I don't think Valentine's Day has to be necessarily about romance either. Like, like we were saying, like, you could spread the love to your friends and family.
I done spent Valentine's Day with my sister and my niece and, like, bought them stuff. And Jimbo Slice.
He's not on. That's just the thing. That's the thing.
One of my favorite Valentine's Days was actually spent with some of my friends. Like, we had like a friend's Valentine's Day type shit, and like we all went out together and shit like that. And
that's the only reason why I like
a top
holidays.
Tier for me.
I like holidays that it don't matter what the holiday is. If it means bringing people together, then why not? It's always a good thing. All right, we're gonna bring my boy Jimmy in real quick. I'm pretty sure he's Federation. Without further ado, on neighborhood, we're gonna bring him in the chat room. What it do, Jim? How you doing?
What's up, people?
What it do?
How y'all doing on this fine Saturday night?
Shit, man, living the dream.
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
What's up? Hey, so what you on right now? You sipping? I know you was. I saw you earlier. You was on live getting geeked.
Yeah. I'm sipping, man. I'm on this Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I had Henny last night. So I had to go with the Crown today. I was a little sauce. I almost didn't make the show, bro.
Shots.
Yeah. So what's the topic?
So right now we was talking about Valentine's Day. So we're married. So they just went from a female's perspective of being single, and we're gonna pour some shots so we can take some shots with you though. But okay, single females, we're married. So what are you gonna do? What's your idea? Right. So let me put it back up there for you.
So look, being married, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers might think it might put a lot of weight on your shoulders, but it really don't. So for me, it's really making her feel more special than the day before, I guess.
Right. Like just be a little bit more different, different.
Because on some normal shit, it's day-to-day life. You know what I mean? You go day-to-day life before Valentine's Day. So
I might put a bow on the dick, like just to make it just like we gonna get the dick on Tuesday too, but on Wednesday it's Valentine's. I might put a bow on it or something. Like I might do a little dance or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
When you marry, you know what I mean. You got kids. It ain't, especially during this pandemic. Whatever that's going on, it ain't really too much you can do, really.
Right.
You gotta
think outside the
best out
box.
of your situation. That's pretty much the best advice I can give anybody is to make the best out of your situation you living with right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And get you the sex swing. Hey, real quick, now that we talking about Valentine's Day, hey, shout out to my wife, Veronica Nance. We've been married for 11 years. It was our anniversary on Wednesday, so it was 11 years. You know what I'm saying? We still going strong, man. And you know what? I still don't like her. I still don't like her. I'm still trying to figure out how to like her. I love her, but I don't like her. Nah, I'm just saying. But no, I'm just, that was a joke. That was a joke. But you already know what it is. It's been 11 years strong. So let's take a shot to that real quick. To my
wait, hold on. I'm with you.
To my trio.
Here we go.
I'm late.
Hold on,
Company.
Happy anniversary, Ronnie.
Happy anniversary, babe. On live. There you go. Bang, bang. 11 motherfucking years. 1, that tells me I'm getting old. 2, that tells me I'm getting better. I'm figuring that shit out just a little bit more.
I'm close to 8 or 9, one of them.
Nah, that's deep. That's deep.
One of them.
One of them. You better figure it out, nigga. You better figure it out.
Oh, shit.
How long we been married?
Look, both of them forgot.
Look, she don't know.
So if it was 2012,
Hey, that's why I try to tell people. People be trying to turn it up. We be like, nigga, it ain't that big. We go
since 2011.
Okay.
9 years.
Okay. Hey, holla at Jim and Amy. 9 years. That's word. And
Here, you can take a shot for him. Say hi.
Hey, what's up, Amy? Holla at her.
Pour your shot.
Pour your shot, babe. Now give me the cheeks. Look.
Straight up, that's how it is.
Straight up.
She know.
Yeah, hey, they don't even know. We be saying, you can say that to your wife. I can. That's my best friend. Come here.
Leave me alone.
That's right.
Give me what you got for a
Give me what you got. All right.
Hey, and that's funny. I know last week y'all was talking about how many times you should have sex with your or some shit like that, right?
Right.
every day. I don't give a fuck where.
Hey, look. Sometimes
you
gotta put it to the test.
You better find a place. You better play hide and seek. Shit. Shit, like what the fuck?
Hey, sometimes you gotta put it to the test. Sometimes, man.
So hold on. What you mean? Put it to the test.
I mean, everybody's situation different.
So I'm only asking so we could tell the people watching. Like, what you mean by putting it to the test? I know what you mean, but the fans don't know you. Right. I know Jim.
So for instance, man. So a nigga like me, I was pretty promiscuous in my youth. You know what I'm
banging
saying?
and slanging.
Yeah. So me thinking I was that nigga and shit. When I finally decided to settle down and wanted to know if it was real or not, I wanted to make sure it wasn't just because of the log I'm slinging, you know.
Right.
Not even trying to be funny.
But it's funny.
but just to make sure it wasn't. It was real, you know.
Jim said, "You only want me for the D." Then it goes hurt.
I came to, you know what I mean?
That's funny.
Hey, no, man. Look, my wife would tell you, man. We was celibate for a while.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, not funny, but that's deep. That's deep. I mean, like that's deep. Okay.
We were celibate for a couple months, man.
Okay. So how'd that go? That's interesting. Hey, no, that's interesting. Hey, look, look, that's interesting, Jim. Go elaborate on that. We like, okay, so y'all went celibate for a little bit.
Yeah, hey, so look, you gotta hear me on this though. You know what I'm saying? Look, Jamar,
I'm listening.
You know me best out of y'all right there, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I decided to change my life and wanted to be about one female. So I had to make sure it was real.
Okay.
The only way to do that was to deny her the dick. Hey, you gotta.
No, I get you. And that's why I said that's interesting because I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know you did that, and that's dope. That's what I'm saying. Like that, I didn't know you did that. That's dope.
Yeah, I hella wanted to tap in last week when y'all was talking about it, but I was fucked up, so I was like, I ain't even gonna throw my drunk 2 cents in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we went without it, and she made it. You know what I'm saying? She made it good.
Okay.
She showed me what I needed to see.
So look, that's interesting because you gave her like the quote unquote 90-day treatment. Like how the females be like, oh, he don't get no pussy for 90 days. So I know it's real. So it's like the vice versa because yeah, that same concept. That's why I said I thought that was interesting. I'm like, okay, I feel that. Like I feel it. So I did the same thing, but I just went broke for like 90 days and see if she was gonna stay. Like I was just like, I ain't got no money, I can't pay no bills, and she stuck around. So I was like, you the one, you the one.
Hey, when you know, whatever kind of tactics you take to find out, that's on you. You know what I mean? Right.
That's why I said, you know what, I'm gonna just go broke.
Different.
Yeah.
No, and I think
that was a joke. I went broke on accident, but it was cool. She stuck around.
But
My bad,
it's about what Nicole had said earlier, just about like being self-aware.
Yeah.
Like what works for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
Nah, that's why I wanted him to elaborate on it, because one, I didn't know that, and then two, that's pretty interesting as far as like I know he's he's been married since nine years. I always like to see what people have done in their marriage to make it work.
Y'all being my main, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know that. You know what I mean?
Nah, but that's like I'm always intrigued because like I say, like people be like, oh damn, you've been married for 11 years, like you got the answers, and I'm like, nah, nigga, I live like this day by day. Like I'm learning every year. You know, every year I get better and better. But so that was just a different perspective. I like to hear but what other married couples do in their relationships to make it work, or how they figured it out, because it's a different journey for everybody.
And I would say like I just want to put my little 2 cents in really quick as a not married person, but like honestly, like I'm very proud of the progress of both of y'all. Like I feel like I've known, like let's talk about it. Like I've known both of y'all for a very long time, and like I'm very proud of you guys.
Me and Jimmy was the niggas.
I'm very proud of the progress that you guys as married men.
Jim, we was just looking for love.
Hey, that's it, and that's all.
I put that on my heart. I was just trying to figure that shit out. I was trying to look for the right one.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, man. It took me some time to find it, but when I found it, I held on to it.
Right. Yeah, when you find it, you figure the shit out. That's why I tell females, they be like, how come he didn't do this for me? And I'm like, well, because maybe you're not the one. You ain't the one. If he ain't changing, if he ain't changing shit up,
he'll go out of his way to show you.
He gonna be a whole different nigga. He gonna be whatever nigga you needed if he wanted to. Yeah. That nigga will be a clown. I seen niggas become clowns.
I'll tell you what.
Boatload them. Shut up, John.
I'll tell you what.
What's up, Amy? Yeah, get up in here.
I didn't like that at all.
She was over here struggling. She was trying to wear seductive clothing around the house and shit. Like, look at this.
This is good. Cause look, you got what I said I did, and you got the person I said I did it from.
Right. So it's a different perspective.
Her perspective from it, you know.
Okay, so Amy, how did that happen? Like, how did it help you, and how did you get through?
Hey, look, mind you, she didn't know I was doing it for the reason I was doing it for.
Right, she thought she was being gay.
Yeah,
like this nigga gay. Yeah, like you being stupid. Like, what the fuck? You don't want this pussy?
I took it as like he didn't want to be with me.
Yeah, see, yeah.
But he was there, so I was confused, and I was like, tell me what the hell, what are you trying to do? Because if I knew what he was trying to do to me, I would have understood, and I wouldn't have pressured him so much during the time and caused the problems that I caused.
Right.
But
every time we was trying to go to sleep, hey, you gonna give me that?
No. You trying to put the cheeks on you and shit.
Right.
But it was a problem because I didn't understand. But I dealt with it because I did want to be with him and I did love him, and I was like, okay, like, well, if that's what you want to do, then fine, fuck you, But but it I don't know. It was a whole bunch of stuff I can't remember. But
well, now you got the dick, so you can't remember anything.
No. Look. To be honest, that's how long ago it was. It was the beginning of our relationship. You know what I mean? She didn't know I was doing it for those reasons. So she had no clue to any of this.
Right.
So life just went on. You know what I mean?
Hey, so real shit. That goes to show you that sometimes, ladies, we be having a method to our madness. We be having a method to our madness. Sometimes we do some shit, and you might not understand what it is. But if you could just follow and let the man be the head, not to say that women ain't smart and shit like that. Just sometimes we be doing some shit that y'all may not understand, but we have like a goal that we're trying to get to, or we have like
right when I realized, right when I came to like, oh yeah, this is the one, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be with you. This is it. Fuck it. And I was like, we gonna start having sex again. We had Julie off top.
Oh yeah, because you was fresh. Now you had them all charged up. You had them all charged up. Motherfucker was shooting with a full clip. He was shooting with a full clip.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's just crazy. Hey, congratulations to y'all, man. Hey, that's what's up, bro. All right, what we got next, ladies?
Yeah, what's the next topic?
Yeah, we can mix it up.
Yeah, so the other two are a little like
it's cool.
Slightly heavier topics.
We get heavy in this bit.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you have? Because I have these two right here.
Yeah.
That one and then that one.
First one, I have the second one. No, you gotta go third because I threw out the second one.
Y'all can. I have one off the top of my head.
Yours, technically. I just wrote them down.
You just did the notes.
Yeah.
Mine was like the
Well, you said we were gonna get into so
okay, so we'll just go. This is a good one to go right into since Valentine's Day. Is it okay for women to ask men out on dates? Okay. That's perfect.
Yeah,
I
didn't see that one.
Right. For so let me put that on the banner.
I was gonna say, of course, it's okay.
Oh yeah, me too. I would say.
But you know, we're gonna go deeper into it. So okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all found, and either one of y'all can go first. If y'all found a male that you felt that you were interested, you know, you looked at him, you like, oh, he's interesting. Would you pursue him? Yeah. Like, and if you would, how would you go about doing that? Like, what's your Mac game like? Let me hear what that would be like. You know, I'm gonna say Mac. You know, I'm gonna say Mac. But I'm just saying.
To answer the question, yes, it's okay for females to ask a man on a date because I'm all for it. Hey, shit. Paying and all the shit. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so that was gonna be my next question.
Even
so
that, and even if a man took me out on a date or whatever, I wouldn't expect
I wouldn't expect him to pay for everything.
I mean, but would you let him if he was like, "I got it"?
No, if he wanted
but
to.
I'm already be. I'm gonna know if I need to, if I have to pay for my own shit. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for my own
shit.
I would never show up empty-handed to anything.
But yeah,
right. You shouldn't be going out if you couldn't pay for it yourself anyway.
But that being said, like, do I have the expectation that this man should pay for everything? No. Absolutely not. If he does,
it's a bonus.
Why thank you?
Right, because you don't do expectations.
No.
Yeah, why thank you?
There you go.
But then we can build from there too.
Anything that I can do for myself, you should show me that you can do for me too. You know.
Because with that being said, I'm not going out with anyone who's not treating me better than I treat myself.
Okay.
So
let's go deeper. I'll ask you, Raja, first. What would a date look like with Raja if you asked a man out on a date? Like you're taking him out on a date. What would that look like?
Oh.
And just a quick little imaginary game, real quick.
We can real simple. Yeah. It's a pandemic right now. Like I did recently kind of ask a guy out on a date and we got sushi. We went to Balboa Park and sat in the grass and chopped it up, and it was great.
Okay. See, I'm all for shit like that.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm outside with it.
I think it's very simple.
Especially if I don't know you like that.
Right. Well, yeah.
For sure.
I don't invite nobody to my house. Nobody comes to my house. That's out.
Yeah. Look,
you can't come to my house.
The way I feel about it is, it's 2021.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you gotta go by what you were raised on, right? So all your life you've been told closed mouth don't get fed. That applies to both sexes.
It does.
I agree.
And that's where you have to set boundaries.
If you want that and you feel like, you know what I mean, you got to make that extra step, go for it.
Yeah, niggas be scared too.
I
Niggas
agree
be nervous
with Jimmy
too.
And I disagree with Johnny.
Whoever actually pay. hey, I think I put it like that too. Yes.
Johnny.
There's no that shit goes both ways because what the fuck you asked me for? What the fuck you asked me to go out for if you wasn't gonna pay?
No, because here's my deal. Like I'm not expecting
that's not an
to pay for everything.
Yeah,
but even if I ask you out, like I would be like, if you expected me to pay for everything.
But I mean,
Excuse me.
but wait. I get that. I feel like that's double-sided.
I could do it,
But that's double-sided because now we got to where we draw the line when we say we want an equal opportunity. So if you ask me out, then I'm like, oh, damn, this woman about to take me out and like make me feel good. I'm good with that. Like,
no, here's the deal. That's what I'm saying.
I'm a king.
I could pay for it. But
Okay,
like,
look.
if you let me, hold on. If you let me pay for everything, that is a red flag for me.
Right. So I get that.
I can do it. I can do it. But if you let me,
but what I'm saying,
if you let me pay
push it to the
be
test.
like,
That's where you push it to the test.
Noted.
That's where you put it. Yes, and that's where you have to test people like that, and then you see those red flags.
Well, then that's the thing for
Right.
me. Like, that's how you put
I
it in
agree.
that category. If I have to pay for
Everybody different.
If I have to pay
And you
for
don't
it,
fuck with them.
the whole way through, then like,
No.
which I will and can do.
No, but that's
but
taking
we're
advantage.
never going out again.
That's taking advantage.
We're never going out again.
But I
If
do
somebody's
agree that at some point the male should be like, oh, let me get this one. Like, say you bought the movie, right?
Right.
And then y'all go get like something.
Sure.
Oh, let me get this one. You had
Yeah.
the last one, and I just feel like that should be in general with any relationship.
Huh?
No, I know it's not
That's
always
not
the case,
always the case.
but she's saying it's a red flag for her personally.
If I have to pay
Okay,
for
okay, for her personally,
if
yeah,
I
okay.
pay,
Her
if
personally
I
is a
pay
red
for the
flag.
movie ticket and then we go up to buy the snacks
Hey,
and he don't pull out his wallet and then I gotta pay for it, it's a problem.
Hey, low key, yeah.
And I don't even mean that to
understand
be like
too.
mean
Like,
or
but
rude or
you
anything
just
like
pay for
that.
this, why not? Get
But what
snacks
if
and all
we
that
say
shit.
this? What if we say
But
if he says, okay, yeah, we can go out on Saturday, but I don't get paid till next Saturday. So
Because we can do something for free.
yes,
okay,
there's
okay.
all.
But
There's
what if he said that? Like, what if he's
alternatives.
managed to be like, bro, I'm broke right now. I can't even go out like that.
Okay, and that's yes.
Like,
Thank you
if
for
you
saying.
was-
You know what I love? I'm an introvert. We can go on a walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's alternatives.
Like,
to all
So
kinds
then
of
we
things.
can just
Like,
sit in
if
the
you
house
really
and
fuck with
Netflix
a person,
But
and
when
when
I
you're really
just say-
interested, you're gonna.
The cheeks is free.
You're gonna. No, if you're
cheeks are not
interested, you're gonna go. You're gonna.
The cheeks are not free.
don't put them on
Never.
sale.
They're
By the
not,
way,
it's not a price.
Side
It's not a
note,
price.
I don't know why these young bitches got pussy out here
Young
$40
bitches.
worth. They bring the value to $40. They bring the
Hey.
pussy that value. Man, that shit used to be worth prices. Motherfuckers used to get married to get pussy. Now all of a sudden it's $40.
Wait, what?
Man, look, so back when niggas was
I
don't
getting
understand
hoes,
what's
It's
they
a
was
joke.
charging
Like everybody says,
$40.
"Oh, give you $40, she gets the fuck." And I'm like, damn, these young bitches done
You
brought the
said
pussy
what?
value down to
Yeah.
$40.
That's new for me.
You
Yeah.
said how much?
Hey, look, so
You
hey, look,
remember all right?
back when
That
niggas
$2
was
hoe?
pimping hoes and shit, they was charging these hoes more than $40 for a
That's
flight.
what I'm saying.
Yes,
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. And these young hoes
they
done brought the value down to
They
40.
brought the price of coochie way down.
It's crazy. Niggas only gotta go. They don't have to do shit to get some ass now. I'm like, damn, you just gonna
they
play.
don't
It used to be
value
special.
themselves. Hey, you gotta value yourself. Value
I used to be
yourself.
excited.
Exactly.
You don't even want to. You don't even want. It's not even
Value
exciting
yourself.
anymore. You like everybody hit
I
that.
don't know nothing about the price of.
It's
Hey,
like
it's
an
not
ongoing
your
joke.
price.
Like,
Value
40, get that bitch
yourself.
$40, you get the hit.
It keeps coming in.
I don't even feel like it's frowned upon anymore. Like if you selling coochie and making money off it, that's your hustle.
That's your shit. Like, do what you do, bitch. But
Shouldn't be.
I mean, make sure you're doing something. You get into the bag, as they say.
Make sure
Because
that's not your
bitches just be
end
doing
game.
it to
Make
move
sure
the
that's not the
telling
only
you
hustle
to
you
get
got.
on, or now they doing
Yeah, you get what you
Airbnbs and shit or whatever, or get in the Airbnb and show that they doing something or whatever, and you're not doing nothing because you don't even have nowhere to live, or you doing it for the next motherfucker or whatever, but you're not getting to the bag.
Different than it was.
You might have traveled to the next motherfucking
Okay,
state,
no,
but
I
you
can
were
hear
in
it.
Okay.
fucking Motel 8, Super 8, or whatever the fuck. Like,
What about Super 9?
What?
No.
Took a bitch to Super 9.
So yeah, get into the bag.
I don't know nothing about the prices of vagina. So
Okay, so
No, your pussy should be at a high value.
it
Regardless
should
of
be
no
priceless.
price or
Vagina
price
is a
out.
great thing to
I
have.
say a minimum of $100. A minimum.
For who? For
A
any bitch-
minimum.
A
For any
minimum.
bitch
Hey, I
pussy?
mean,
He said bad pussy worth $100.
For any bitch pussy?
They gonna be
He
like,
said a
that's your
minimum.
mama got OnlyFans. Make some tacos.
as much as motherfuckers be wanting some coochie, it should be a minimum of $100.
Hey, pussy is free. Hey, pussy is everywhere.
Yeah, but if you
Motherfuckers
selling
fucking
it,
crackheads and homeless bitches.
that $40
It
shit
doesn't
get
even
out
matter.
of here.
Yeah, that $40 shit crazy.
It's bitches with no legs getting dick.
Hey, where that video? Send me that video. Bitch with no legs.
Shit.
All right, so what's our next
Nobody
topic?
discriminate no more. It's quarantine.
That was a good one.
We'll talk about it.
What you have, Nicole? What you got for you? Cause my shit is deep. My shit is about. My shit is about.
It'll be a little heavier.
Cause my next one is really about what we're gonna do about the jail system and how it's fucking us up in our community. Yeah, so I was like, I'm trying to guide myself into it, but that's definitely. And then my next one was like, do minorities play victim? So you know what I'm saying? It gets a little deeper.
So do we want to talk
bit.
about one of those, or do you have a different?
It's up to you guys. If you guys want to go there, let's go there.
No, I have these are just his. That's what I'm doing.
What you got?
Okay.
Let's go. What you got?
Age and growth, and have you grown, and what helped you get to where you are.
Okay, let's go with that last.
Let's
one.
do that, and then
then
let's
go from there.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Let's give it a time frame though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We'll talk about that for what? 10. Everybody, we'll give everybody
5 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh, were you talking like your growth?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
okay.
now. I was like, but
no,
overall.
So hold on, what should I write for the question?
Just period. Just how.
Yeah.
Just period.
I mean,
we'll say what helped you with your growth.
My growth, I would say in the process of learning how to handle growth, I would say my kids.
Yes, that was mine.
Yeah, because my kids was the biggest process of was the biggest help in the process of handling growth.
I agree with that. With me too.
Because man, if I didn't have my kids, man, I wouldn't know what kind of situation I'd be in right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to realize and recognize that is growth in itself.
Right. Well, it was you being wise enough.
Grow because you think about what you have to lose now and who are you?
Exactly.
Now I got kids now. I don't got time for this shit. Like I gotta be there for my kids.
And it's funny. It's funny that people play with that. People play with that shit.
Yeah, people do play with shit like that. And then for the shit that we all been through and how we grew up and shit, you know, we take that shit. Hella don't play with my motherfucking kids. Don't play with my family or none of that shit, period. But
but I'm proud of all of us as far as us just that being able to realize, like, we know we didn't grow up maybe the best situation, but we realized we wanted to be better.
We didn't grow up in the best situation, but we made the best out of it.
Right, and then we were wise enough to know that this is not what we want for our kids, and then that's what helped us make.
We definitely are not about continuing the cycle.
No,
I don't have kids.
No, you don't have. You have your nieces and nephews, and those is closest to it. So, yeah.
Hey, but look, you not having kids. You not having kids is good right now.
But I feel like, bro,
I didn't have
you already got it in your head.
But that's the thing too for me. Like, I feel like I wasn't able to grow through having children. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been married. I've never had kids. So like, but obviously,
if
you knew me 10 years ago, you know
that
I'm a whole different person than who I am. So I still have had my own version of growth. And I feel like for me personally, without having kids, like what really helped me grow was moving away and doing my own thing and being knowing who I am on my own without the people that I grew up with or my family that I grew up with and whatnot. To the move that I made, and it's crazy to think that I'm back now, even though I've been back for about 2.5 years. I literally created a whole new life for myself on my own. And so when you start from scratch, you have to who am I? And I really feel like I found my voice out there. I feel like I actually found how to talk and how to communicate, how to speak. And I'm still not really good at it, but I think I've grown a lot. Again, if you knew me 10 years ago to who I am right now, very different person. But that being said, I'm a different person from the person I was yesterday or last week or last month, and I hope to still continue to grow in that way.
For that reason, I always encourage young people to experience the world, go out and experience other things, because I feel like even just being in the military, being able to go to different places that I never would have fucking been to, helped me see the world in a different perspective. So it helped my growth as a man and how I see other people, how I see just life in general. It kind of humbled me in a way.
I don't think
Hey,
I could have.
man, a different scenery always advances you as a person. I don't care what nobody say. You change your scenery, you change your scenery and come back to where you came from. You're gonna be a different person, and they're gonna see it.
Right. And that's why I tell people, everybody, like, nigga, you don't kill the plant, you change the soil. So you change the shit around them, and then you'll be able to look at life from a different perspective. So I feel like when people are like in unhappy places, I'm like, well, change your scenery, like change the people you're around, change everything around you, because whatever's around you is not good for you. That's why you're feeling that way.
See, that's a whole different topic. Playing the victim, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. People play victim with their fucking life.
Right. Yeah, man. You can't do that. You gotta take the blame for some of that shit.
Yes.
That and then just my biggest thing is accountability. Like, if you could be accountable for some of the shit that you do, then you can start fixing those problems. You gotta look in the mirror sometimes and be like, nigga, you didn't get that because you was lazy, bro. You didn't get that because you slacked off, or you did that. There's a lot of times where we're just not. It's hard to do because that shit sucks to look in the mirror and be like, nigga, it's you. It's your fault.
But I think we don't all have the capacity for that type of self-reflection.
No, for sure. I see that.
You have to be able to put yourself in a situation where you can reflect on yourself and your life and your decisions and all that jazz.
Right.
Being alone and learning yourself.
Yeah.
And get into the. You don't have to surround yourself with people all the time.
Now, sometimes it's good to get to know yourself.
Yes,
like, what do you like?
I feel like, and that's a red flag for me.
A lot of people's issue is. Mm-hmm. People's issue is they look for validation through other people because they don't know who the fuck they are, and they have to hang out with certain people and be around certain people to feel comfortable with themselves and take on other people's personalities or whatever. Boop. It's a fake shot. But yeah,
I feel like
in a long time.
Even being in my 30s now, I feel like
I love being alone. And I like getting outside. I like getting out. For real, I like getting outside, and I like to people watch, and I like to observe everything. Like, I will see some shit and get embarrassed for somebody that I was so shit. For real, it's happened to, like, oh shit, did I just fucking see that? But yeah, like, fucking, I like to be alone. I like to get out. I like to skate. I like to ride. I like to smoke and ride. I like to get out and do my own thing, and it makes me feel good. It doesn't matter if I'm by myself or if I'm with people. And if I'm with people and I feel uncomfortable when I'm around them, no, you shouldn't.
I hate
And people will make you try to feel bad for being by yourself or ignoring their phone calls or whatever the fuck. Because people don't understand that everybody goes through some shit. And you don't know what the fuck somebody is going through or whatever, or why they didn't answer your phone call or whatever the fuck. Right. Maybe they need to get away from you. And they need to some time away from you or whatever the fuck. Or you just need some time away from everybody to reevaluate yourself. And some people don't do that and get time to know who the fuck they are. And that shit is hard for some people because some people feel the need that they need to get out and be around other people and stuff like that. And that's not always the case.
Even if you have to be around people, make sure they the right people.
Yes, because if you're around people and you feel uncomfortable around it, and then you feel like you have to do certain things for them to validate some shit or whatever the fuck, or make you feel a certain type of way or whatever, no, you shouldn't be around them. You shouldn't associate yourself with them. Like, that's energy. That's toxic. That's toxic. Like, surround yourself with other people or find some other people that you can be with or be alone.
Right. And that's one thing I can't even. I don't like yes men. I feel like if I hang around you, I see you to be just as a boss or a king as you should be. So if I'm able to check people, I feel like you should be checkable. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can say, hey, if anybody that I love can go, hey, bro, you slipping on this and this and that, and I'm gonna hear it out. Now, if I'm not able to do that, then how am I able to check anybody else if I'm not willing to hear it myself? You feel me? So there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that love to check a motherfucker real quick, but then you can't be checked whenever it's your turn, and that's a problem. And I feel like it got to work both ways for everybody to grow.
Motherfucking both ways. If you can't take the fucking what is it?
Fire.
Yeah.
Can't take the heat.
Get off
You
the
have to
stove.
do it.
Hey, that's a touchy topic because a lot of niggas is yes men. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I can't respect the yes
Can't
man.
dish that
If you a
shit,
yes
don't take
man,
that shit.
I feel like you're not a man, bro. And the way I feel like that is because now you're basing however your feelings are or however you react to certain situations based on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Instead of standing on your own 10 toes and be like, hey, this is what it is.
Hold up, because there's a couple yes men that are doing it for the positive reasons.
Okay.
There are a couple yes men that are probably in a better
Explain
situation
that.
than you are, and they want to see you win. And those
Okay.
niggas are the ones you want in your corner. Those
Okay.
yes men is the one you want.
Okay, so no, elaborate that for the people though. Like,
I think that's a whole different type of yes man. Yeah.
yeah, like I think
Yeah.
those are two different ways, two different types of.
Yeah.
I thought when you say
Somebody
yes
that you
man, I'm
want in
saying
your
like
corner.
anybody that
Yes
just
man
with
is
whatever you're
somebody-
doing because
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
trying to be on your
Yeah.
side.
They just wanna
Nah,
go along.
but look, it'd be those ones that's been around you for a while, right?
Uh-huh.
And that'd be pushing you to do your shit, but ain't doing their own shit.
No,
Those niggas would be good for you, but bad for themselves.
See, I don't think that's a
But
yes
those,
man.
that's
I would
something.
call that-
That's something wrong within themselves.
Right. Like they just
or
a better
whatever.
coach
Like,
than
you're
they are a
better
player.
No, you don't take your own advice. Sometimes, yeah, you can give out good advice, and then you're not taking your own or whatever. And that's what you have to learn to do too. Because if you can give out good advice, then you should take your own advice.
And that's
too,
what goes back to
or
what we were
whatever.
saying
Like,
earlier.
you
When
can't
it's hard to be accountable.
You can't tell somebody to be doing this, and this, and you sitting on your motherfucking couch and you ain't doing nothing.
But that's one reason why I'm a true believer
I mean,
in.
I understand, and then you understand where it's like, okay, I don't want this. I see something in him, and I want him to be like me because I'm over here sitting on the couch and I'm telling him something better. But ain't nobody gonna listen to a motherfucker that's sitting on the couch and you see them doing the same motherfucking shit every day. Like, I want to
Right, like I don't want to talk to
what the fuck
anybody
you
that
gotta
ain't won the
say.
race or ain't in the
Okay,
same.
right.
And at the end of the day, he might have been saying something good. Yeah, but you still ain't doing shit with your life. So what the fuck I gotta listen to you for?
I'm a true believer in definitely one. There's some
They
regular
call that a
motherfuckers that can
hypocrite.
give some good advice.
Yeah.
It might be good advice for you, but they ain't not doing it. But in my perspective, I feel like if I could lead by example, then that speaks more volume than just telling somebody something.
Exactly.
Like if I could just do it and then you saw me do it and then you asked for like help, then I feel like I can stand on what I'm saying to you because I'm like I lived it. Now, if I didn't live it, but I ain't got nothing for you, bro. Like I don't know. I never, I never lived that situation. I don't know what to do for you, bro. But I'm here. Like if you need any help figuring it out, I'm here for support. But I never lived that, so I can't speak on it. But I'm just a true believer in just doing what you do and letting that speak for yourself. Like
I agree. Honestly, that's why I kind of don't be on social media like that because I feel like I'm
That's
not
called a hypocrite. You're right, Johnny.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going with. Like, if there's a yes man, and then Johnny hit it right on the nail. It's hypocrites.
All right, what's up, y'all? With me?
You're not the same.
I'm with you. I've been sipping all day, so I still got some in here.
People are
me and my sugar on the last shot of our bottle.
Me and my sugar.
I'm in the podcast.
Salute, my people.
I'm in the podcast. Get this. Okay.
Oh, but also real quick, to touch on the question, therapy. Also.
Yes.
Therapy also has helped with growth and like wanting for me at least like knowing that I'm trying to seek out the growth also like just helps the growth along as well. If that makes any sense.
And
seek it.
Yeah.
Seek it. Like be looking for how to grow every day when you get up. Be looking for that shit.
But yeah, so I would definitely recommend therapy to everybody for sure.
Self-therapy will get you to therapy.
Even if you feel like you don't need therapy, like go ahead and book you a little therapy appointment, and I'm quite certain something's gonna come up for you because we all have traumas and shit like that.
What do you feel like?
Yeah.
Oh, that was tripping me. I'm like, somebody's watching this.
I was gonna say, what if you feel like talking to certain people that you feel like are a good influence or something like that?
I think
That's still self. That's what I mean by self-therapeutic. Me, my shit is basketball. When I play basketball, it's therapeutic for me.
But there are certain people in my life that I know that if I talk to, like, I'm gonna get some shit off my chest. I'm gonna get some good feedback.
Right. Or even if you don't want to say that, sometimes you just want to vent.
Like,
I don't need you to answer no questions.
You're saying therapy, and I'm just thinking thinking about like going to a therapist.
But I also mean
and different those type of people, and then they want to like try to put you on, and then
not a psychiatrist. Not a psychiatrist.
No, and then I was gonna say they want to send you. They want to send you to a psychiatrist because they feel like certain things or whatever the hell. Like just and then it goes beyond further than that.
Hey, y'all just brought me to a good point.
To talking into that, like it just, I don't feel comfortable with going through to those people because they want to send you further on or whatever. And
no,
they feel like they need to put you on medication.
A therapist is not a psychiatrist. So
yeah, I know that.
They can't give you any medication or anything like that.
I know that.
They can't.
But what if they want to recommend?
They can say like, hey, I know a psychiatrist that you might want to talk to. But you're not obligated to go talk to that psychiatrist.
Some people are not that mind strong.
But also, that being said, I think some people.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on, my bad, Jim.
I think
because I want everybody to hear you.
I think some people do need to see a psychiatrist, and that's okay too.
Yes.
But if you, and the thing is too, like it's like knowing yourself. Sometimes you got to try something out and to realize that that's not for you. So like if you go to a therapist, which I think everybody should be doing, and that therapist is like, hey, would you want to talk to a psychiatrist? Maybe you decide to do that, and then you talk to the psychiatrist. Maybe you tried out a medication and it's not for you, so you don't do it, and that's okay. But maybe you do try a medication and it changes your life. And then you keep going with that. And I think that's okay too. But we're not going to know ourselves. We're not going to know what works for us if we don't try these things.
Yeah.
So at the bare minimum, especially most of the people who are probably watching this show, either are a former foster youth. So I know you've been through trauma, or you know a former foster youth. So I also know you've been through trauma. So like the thing is, like you need to talk to someone. You need to talk to someone who is a professional. Like I feel like there's no if and or but around that. A therapist is a professional friend, someone who you can talk to unbiased. They're not going to necessarily, and it's not always like the first therapist you see is the right one for you.
Right.
You might have to go through a couple therapists to find the right one. But at the end of the day, they're going to help you find the vocabulary. They're going to help you find the words that you need to express yourself and to actually grow. So I'm just saying, like, for me, it has worked, and I think that it would work for a lot of other people too. I've seen it work for people. And I say again, as people from foster youth, get on it, y'all.
Right.
All right. So a lot of people don't even know that they have the or not that they don't know, they don't utilize the therapy option. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they go to their homeboy or whoever closest to them, and sometimes the advice they get from them ain't the best advice.
Absolutely.
So you gotta realize who's giving you that advice. Like you gotta realize who to get the best advice from.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say, you know what I mean?
No, that just goes back to saying what we were saying, like be aware of who you have around you. You know?
Exactly.
Like have people that's really in your corner that really want to see you grow. And then you'll be able to, even if they don't have advice for you, like I felt like our group, right? Like a lot of us, we didn't have advice. We were just still figuring out. Everybody was figuring out for themselves.
Yeah.
But we had the right people in the corner to push us along to at least push us in the way of growth. You know what I'm saying? And then from that, everybody had their own life experiences, and we come back with our own, like, hey, look, I found this out, bro.
Right.
Try this way because I found out this works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what else? I not having like the best of parents or whatever, or just not having them enough, we were able to figure out between us and the people that we keep around us, you know. So that's why I always push people to have the right people around.
But what I'm saying is a lot of times the people we have around us don't be in the same situations we are, right?
Right.
So
that's what I was trying to say.
When you go to them for advice, they might not have the best advice for you.
Right. They don't know what it's like.
And so that's when I'll tell them motherfuckers straight up, like, nah, I've never been through that. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna give you some bullshit. I don't have no advice for you, bro. I can listen to you, you can vent to me. I'm not gonna tell you what to do because I've never been in that situation. And motherfuckers need to realize that too. Like, stop giving advice if you ain't never lived that. Like, if you ain't
exactly,
don't give no advice. Just sit there and be somebody like, hey, I can listen to you. I can listen to you.
A lot of people want to keep it real, and they'll try to fantasize what they would do in that situation. Like just
exactly, and then end up giving people advice on some crazy shit. Like I'm not about to ask somebody that ain't been married, like, hey, bro, I'm going through this. No, I'm asking my foster parents. They've been married 50 years. Like, I'm going to ask you, like, how did you do this? Like,
exactly.
You did it already. So I'm not going to go to McDonald's and order a steak.
That's what we're trying to say.
I know McDonald's don't know how to do a steak like that, so I'm not going to McDonald's for steaks.
It's up to the individual seeking help, seeking counsel, or whatever it may be. Like, I feel like I have to know, like, I might be able to go to Coley and like be like, hey, like this is happening. I don't need advice. I just want to hear.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's up to me to know, like, hey, like, what do you think I should do? Or like, what would you do in this situation? Like, you can't just be asking advice from anyone, or from anyone. I mean,
come get it, John.
From somebody. When you want
come get the bottle, John.
You want that advice from somebody, but that's who you see.
But then also on the flip side of that too, like as an individual, like if I'm not, like I think you might have said this, like if I can't give the advice, I want to be able to say like, hey, like I can hear you out, but I don't know.
Right.
I say that all the time. I say that all the time. Like, look, I've never been in that situation.
Hey, because I always say, hey, I'm high right now. I can tell you some shit, but I'm high.
Right.
Shit, at the end of the day.
All right. So.
I'm high right now.
All right, what's our? I think we got a couple more.
Do we want to talk about playing the victim?
Vodka.
Okay, so Jim, I'm gonna ask you first, since you're the guest on the show. What do you think that minorities in America play victim? And it's a broad question, but if they do or they don't, should they or should they not? You know, it's a broad question. Like, do we play victim, or is some of this shit? Well, in my opinion, I mean,
okay. So I feel like we play the victim to the point to where we should, right? It falls in line to where we gotta remind motherfuckers that we've been through some shit, because motherfuckers seem to forget, right?
Yeah,
they ain't forgot.
Well,
they forget.
Treat us the same way that they have been. You know,
that's because they don't want to take that what was it we were talking about earlier?
Accountability.
That accountability. Yeah.
Because I mean, America has never taken accountability for literal racism or for literal slavery. America has never acknowledged it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna repeat.
They live that
the judicial system right now.
Hold on.
Right.
Say that again.
Let's bring in the judicial system, however the fuck you say it.
I mean, judicial system. Nah, that's kind of,
Well, that's actually the next question.
That's built against minorities, right? So until they fix that, there's no other conversation to be talked about.
Well, in my opinion, I just feel like America, or the people in charge, quote unquote, is literally just changed the face of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like they figured out. They figured out how to
play the victim till we're not the victim.
Right. Well, that's the thing is, and it's fucked up because it's like we victimize the word victim, right? Like where if you're a victim, if a woman gets raped, then is she a victim if she complains about it? Like really, like, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like somebody like, well, that was 10 years ago, but there's so many other things that affect the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't understand that if you molest a child, that they're still gonna have issues when they're an adult. Right. So when we have slavery in America, and then you go, well,
excellent analogy.
So you go slavery, and then you go to Civil Rights Act just got hit in 1964, and then you do crack epidemic, right? In the 80s, and then you got the opium problem, 80s, 90s, and then you saying like, oh, well, why y'all not okay? Like that shit tears me up inside because I'm like, okay, well then how can you expect somebody to be okay when we ain't? Everything you design.
Everything about this system has been designed to keep us back.
Right.
As Black people, I mean, because we're saying minorities,
just everything.
But I think everybody in this
from slavery to now on to everything.
The only way that's gonna change is if we get somebody that's for us in the room when they rewrite rules.
I agree with that.
It's not gonna work
so
for
even
a democracy though.
Right.
A democracy ain't it for us.
But that's what I'm saying. But technically,
technically,
if that's what it takes, and that's not gonna happen, then
we need a revolution.
Right, but even so, on the scale of things of like what a democracy is supposed to be, because we're not a democracy, we are a republic. No one of our pledge of allegiance, any state constitution never says anything about us being a motherfucking what did we just say? A constitution. I mean, a democracy. My bad. A democracy. Everything says that we're a republic. So if we're a true democracy, we should have somebody at the table that makes $30,000 a year, making some decisions. Some motherfuckers that make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, because now they're living that type of life. They can make decisions based on that. We got people sitting at the table that make $170,000 a year, making decisions for people that make 30. It's not gonna work well. So we need representation.
Can't relate.
Exactly. We need representation at the table. And
the thing is, though, like, we're not going to get that. As of right now, the system that stands in place is not a system that was built literally.
Yeah, as of right now, there's nobody for us. That's what you're saying.
But it's beyond being for us. I mean, we at this point today, what's the date? The 22nd? Don't quote me. 23rd? 22nd of January 2021. We have a mixed race Black woman in the vice president's position. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that we have somebody at the table for us? Absolutely not.
See, but
like that's what I'm saying. So the system in place. But no, what I'm saying is like it's not about having someone at the table for us, because the table isn't working. That's the point I'm trying to make. We need a new table. This table, exactly. And the point is, this table isn't working.
The table, no. Let me reword that. The table is working. But not for us. The table is working exactly how they built it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's working exactly how they built it, and it's working.
So for me, like, I don't want a seat at this table. I don't want a seat at this table.
Man, I want a
new table. I want to break this table and create a new table.
Right. I'm down with that.
Like, this table is never going to work for us. Reformation is never going to work for us.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Like you can't just amend past. I feel like a lot of people are looking past Kamala Harris being for mass incarceration.
I mean,
just because she's the first Black vice president, they looking past what she was for.
But that goes along with what we're saying is the table is going to put somebody in there that lives a different lifestyle. Like, she didn't live that lifestyle, so that's why she's making certain decisions based on what her life process was, and it's not mainly what most people go through. You know what I'm saying? So even if you live a privileged lifestyle, you're gonna look at life differently than somebody that's been growing up poor and struggling. You're gonna look at life differently. You're gonna and not that you're wrong. It's just that's just a fact. You're gonna see life differently. You're not gonna see it from the perspective of somebody that had to sell drugs to eat. You're just gonna look at him like, oh, he a drug dealer. Like, maybe he was just selling drugs so he could eat, bro. Like, you never know.
Like any other motherfucker.
Just say the table for us, and I'm not interested in a seat at it.
Hey, that was a good topic.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have? So,
but what I do want to talk about with that topic, and I'm not even trying to be like devil's advocate, because I think, as I just mentioned, 100%, like, I do not believe that this table was meant for us. I don't think we can play victim in a system that wasn't meant for us to succeed. But I just want to say, I do believe in self-fulfilling prophecies. I do believe in internalized racism. I think that those types of things can hold us back
for sure
within our own communities. So
I think
it's worth noting for sure. Like, I'm not shitting on us at all. But I do think those are things that affect us.
Okay, look, since that's I like that. You brought up internalized racism. Do you feel that somebody that was racist before can redeem themselves?
For sure.
Absolutely. But like, I also want to, like, I specify, I guess, like, what kind of person we talking about, and by what kind of person, what's their ethnicity to begin with. I think that at the forefront, personally, I think white people have the most work to do as the main beneficiaries of this system in place. They have to be anti-racist. They have to actively be anti-racist, moving through the world, to be able to, like, address it within themselves and address it within the people around them, mostly their family.
This is centuries of shit.
Exactly, like built on. So
internally,
I think even a white person, I think all people can flip from being racist. I think we can.
When they don't got no choice.
But I think it's everyday work. It's not even about having no choice. It's about
when they
actively wanting, desiring to be better,
Just
to
like with
know
your
that
personal growth.
to know that you're racist already. Because that's the thing. Like you have to know. Like I have, and we all do.
everybody
Internal biases. We have biases.
Yes,
so like,
microaggression
how do
and all that.
how do I know? Like for me, like we all have like anti-blackness within us. Like colorism is a thing that runs in our community. You know what I mean?
And that's
so like, how are we addressing that?
And that's because of what?
White supremacy, 100%.
Right.
That it's all gonna boil back to
but what she's saying is we still have to take accountable for our part in continuing the bullshit. Like we have to acknowledge, like, okay, you hurt me, and then because the point I was trying to make.
Also, like,
oh, go ahead.
For me, like, what I think about is like a nigger versus nigger.
Yeah.
Nigger versus nigger.
Nigger. For a black person.
Elaborate.
Like when you look at someone and you have a negative connotation about them based on their looks, as a black person, you can't tell me right now, like any of us watching this right now, you don't have biases on other black people based off how they look. Yes. You need to address that within yourself. So like when Jimmy's asking, can a person who's racist not become racist or become not racist? Like, no, it's just we actively have.
Everybody has
these
that.
Oh yeah, see that's
that could come out at any time.
Yeah,
in any situation. You on a freeway and you driving, and somebody, Chinese people come, you gonna be like, you motherfucking Asian eating motherfucking you.
Right.
Are you motherfucking hopping motherfucking you black ass African? That shit comes out. Yeah. That's an automatic.
You gotta address that within yourself. And for me, like I can't expect another person of another nationality or another ethnicity to, like how you were saying, I'm not gonna check you for your shit and not expect to be checked on my shit.
Right.
100%. And I think that's very important. So I mean, I feel like that was a real roundabout way to answer your questions. But like,
the only thing I was gonna say about it, just to explain it, maybe for, I guess the white folks or whatnot. Statistically, we've all went to school as males. 1 out of 3 females get molested, or
I think it's like 1 out of 3 women get sexually assaulted in their life.
There you go.
That's the statistic.
That was perfect. So now that's 1 out of 3 of females that we're around that we don't know. So no, not even that. But the point I was trying to make is how many of us don't know, right? So that we don't know that they've been through that. But when you find out, what are you gonna do about it after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to change your behavior in order to change the perspective of what females have from men?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I just equivalent that to people being racist, and we asked if they can grow from it. Yeah, because the first thing is acknowledging that we like, okay. So the women went through some shit, and now maybe I should treat her a little bit different based on that, because some of the things that I do is maybe misogynistic. You know what I'm saying? But you have to acknowledge it first.
Saying that's why they're that way, because of what they went through. So
right. So we can't just go, okay, well, shit, you look like a hoe, girl, so you do this, but she may have went through some shit.
Where it goes to.
And so you have to have
heal from your motherfucking.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with that. Is she has a part where she has to heal, but I do have a responsibility to still treat her like she's something, even when she's going through her shit. Right. So I want white people to still treat me like something when I'm still doing ignorant shit based on what you did to me and what all I know.
No, you need to heal what the fuck you've been through, and don't go.
Right, that's what we said. No, we agree. No, we agree.
And try to play victim and try to throw something out there, and this is why I'm acting the way that I am because of what happened to me when I was 2. So no, I don't want to hear that.
No, I agree with that. So I'm saying black people still have a
I'm not going to treat you a certain type
where
of way
they have to. No, I'm saying it works both ways. Black people have to realize, hey, look, we're still doing the same thing, even though it was caused by effects that happened to us, and this is the reason why we are the way we are. We still have to realize that we don't have to be like that. We can make ourselves changes. We can be self-accountable, and then also on the other side, I do need to realize that this is a result of the actions that have been taken on the minority community in America, and reason why they are the way they are. They sell more drugs because you put them in. We don't have boats.
No, they put that.
How am I gonna get crack?
That's what it's designed.
How do I sell crack unless it was put here for me to sell?
It's all designed for it. And then at the end of the day, they want to put you back in jail and make you a slave.
Exactly, and that goes to our.
What you are saying is like the crack, for example, like we can't or a person can be like, oh, I had to.
I just feel like
as a
you
kid,
you could put any race in the same predicament as us, and they're gonna do the same thing. You could put any race. They're going to do the same thing.
Is...
If you put them in a predicament that the minorities are in America, they're still going to do the same thing because it's survival.
Right. 100%.
So what I'm saying is you can't be mad because somebody is doing this, that, and the third, surviving, you know, based on the situations you put them in. It's like the raper going, well, why are you crying about it? I raped him 10 years ago.
Right.
Like, it hurt, bro.
Like
it hurt. It hurt.
It's up to the.
Hey, that's fucked up.
In that moment to grow from it, but also.
Why are you crying about it?
Right, and I feel like that's what a lot of white people do. They be like, well, slavery, oh, the crack epidemic, oh, civil rights, like, bro, that just happened, bro. Like, what you mean? My mama was a crackhead, bro. Like, it was tough growing up.
Like, of course, we have our own personal growth,
fucked up.
but still.
So yeah, we do have our self-accountability, but we also have on the other side, it's gonna take a lot more.
Well, I said this before on one of the first podcasts I was on was about like radical empathy. Like being able to like be understanding, like, of course, like I've never been through this, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen and it has happened or it is happening right now. So like to then move forward with that empathy and know that that's going on. Like, what do we do to fix that at that point?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So look. So when I said can somebody racist not be racist anymore? I said that because I've been through something like that where I felt like I forgave somebody that was racist in the past, and I feel like they're not like that anymore.
Right. So they've gotten enough information where they like, oh, okay, I kind of understand.
Okay. Look. Since y'all know me. Since y'all been through what I've been through, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep a real life something y'all can understand, right?
Okay.
With Rick and his little crew. Remember back in the day, they were on some racist shit, right?
Right.
And a while after that, we became cool with them, right?
Right.
And I now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, what made us cool with them? Like, what broke that barrier to where we were cool with them?
If I had to give you a quick answer, I'll tell you that it was similarities through our lifestyle. So I feel like a lot of the problems that we bring up between minorities and white people is that we have to realize that we go through the same shit. A lot of the same shit more than we don't. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of broke white people in America too that be making the same amount of money as us, and they for some reason they still feel like
okay. I
really
it's like, and now that you say that, I feel like they weren't where we were at when they were trying to beef with us in that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
they were only fucking with us because they didn't know how we felt about the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't know how we felt about it.
We just had similarities on our situation at that point.
To fuck them up about it, you know?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But the thing is, like, that's what it is, like, self-accountability. So it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to, like, dismiss you or someone disrespecting me just because they don't realize they're disrespecting me. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I'm going to address it. And then in 5 years, if they realize, oh, shit, like, I can't believe I said something like that.
It's not up to me for you to know better.
Yeah, it's not up to me. Like, I'm not about to sit here and teach you as to why what you're doing is disrespectful or racist or whatever it is. I didn't really talk to any of them, honestly. And I still don't. Rick Denning and all that.
Yeah. Yo, my bad. Shout out to
Shout out to
my niggas. They true colors when they came correct. You know what I mean?
But I do think that people can learn and grow. I think that, you know, obviously they've probably grown a bit.
I think they learned a lot more from being around us because they were young kids.
From what they spot, like what the fuck? You know
right, they were doing what they was taught.
Y'all remember Jeremiah? I socked that little boy in his motherfucking face. He thought
even to
Let
keep
me hear
it.
what you say. She's a what? He was like, he didn't.
But also, I feel like sometimes people need to be punched in the face to understand. And I'm not even being sarcastic.
No, yeah.
Like sometimes a person needs to be punched in the motherfucking nose, in the throat.
Yo,
to know
that's some real shit.
Like
some people ain't gonna get it till they push to that moment. Like some people need to go further. You might need to choke them a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, see, I could have killed you, but I didn't because it's all love. But no, also real shit. Like even keeping it within our community, you see a lot of motherfuckers that you get out your car, you in the wrong neighborhood, they meat mug you, and it's like I know it's not a problem that you don't hate me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always step with love and respect first. So, you know what I'm saying? So when the motherfucker me mugging me, I understand that you feel intimidated with my presence, regardless of how you want to say it. Right. Regardless if you know what I'm saying? At some point, you feel intimidated about me coming around here, regardless of why. You know what I'm saying? That's an internal issue. That's not my issue.
I feel like at some point, motherfuckers should know me mugging is a natural occurrence in life in 2001. Right. It's been going through so many times throughout the years. Motherfuckers get me mugged every day. Right. They should know what that they should know that shit means nothing nowadays.
Right, but not even that, but just I know you're me mugging me because of your self-insecurity.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You know,
I'm not gonna take it personal.
Yeah, I never take anything personal, right? Like, so you could me mug me, I'm gonna still say what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still be like, what's good? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I move. So I understand that you're me mugging to try to see where I'm at with it, and then I'm gonna come at you with love regardless. I'm gonna come at you with love and respect, be like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. But that just goes to say, like, a lot of people, they have a natural mindset to just go to a certain place that doesn't necessarily all have to be that, and that goes to even being racist. Like, oh, I see a black person, I think he's gonna do this, and that automatically. Like, oh, he's gonna be this way automatically, and so like,
intuition.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, you like better come shoot some shit up.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, if you wearing a mask, then I might think you about to rob me.
Hey, so real quick. So
go ahead.
I went down kind of not a rabbit hole, but I had seen this video. It was about Martin Luther King, right? Uh-huh. After his I Have a Dream speech and everything like that. And he talked, and what he was really trying to do after the fact that he had that speech was he was trying to tell the world that not only are us as minorities are going through everything that we were going through, but was how the white people as well as the lower class, poor white people, right, going through the same things that we were going through. He was trying to represent them as well, along with us. And he was telling the world how, like, hey, look, not only are we going through this, but I am talking about also the white people, the poor people, the poor white people that they were going through it too as well. He was like, hey, not only are we going through this, but you're treating the white people, the poor white people as well. Like, they're going through this as well. And he was trying to advocate for them as well as us.
Right. So then that way, because a lot of the times the people that control shit sometimes just be dropping rats in the cage for niggas to fight over. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we're distracted over racism, and really it's a real classism thing. It's really like, nigga, the have and have nots. Because that's why there's a 1% in America that makes a certain amount of money and 99% of us don't. So it's definitely a bigger issue on top of but they will drop racism in there and let us little people fight over that shit and be like, okay, y'all focus on racism and we'll focus on getting this money, because really it's classism that separates.
So once he brought up the fact that not only are the minorities experiencing
they don't even care if they lose a couple white folks.
I feel like that. I have to disagree because they knew other white motherfuckers are struggling just as much as black folks was, so they felt like it wasn't a race. They was like, shit, everybody's struggling.
No,
right.
But once Martin Luther King brought up the fact that, hey, look, I'm not just trying to say, hey, like, all of us are going through it, but you're treating the white people, the poor white people, the same way.
You see the white niggas like the niggas.
Yeah.
Right.
So soon as Martin Luther King started doing stuff like that, that's when they decided, like, hey, like, we're gonna end.
We gotta smoke this.
We gotta hit
right. Because anything when you're bringing a larger group of people in the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was a cool nigga until he overstepped his boundaries.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther.
Right.
That's why they're not here now, just for that same reason.
Right. It was cool when he was preaching, Malcolm. It was preaching, separation. And then when he went to Mecca, he was like, oh, okay, there's some white Muslims and some white, like we could actually live together if we figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, in my opinion, that we figured out that there is just bigger problem than just racism. It's that problem. That's our problem down here. They're playing a whole nother game. They're playing a whole nother ball game when it comes to money and greed and white supremacy. Like but I know you had something to say about
I feel
that.
like well, one, it's getting late.
Okay.
I just want to say that real quick. Time. But also like I don't even want to get into it all the way, but I would just say, like, I know I missed a bit of this conversation, but I think that I would disagree with what's being said about it not being about racism, because I do, at the end of the day, the root cause is actually white supremacy. Like that is the virus that is what is actually wrecking the earth. I'm not talking about just North America as in the United States of America. I mean like the actual earth, like every continent. Like the issue going on is white supremacy. It doesn't matter what we're talking about, whether it's about the environment or whether it's about racism.
The rich white supremacy.
That's what it's always going to boil down to. That. Like I feel like you can't necessarily talk about any ism without backtracking back to white supremacy, unfortunately, which is also racism. Like, I mean, even like I'm talking about like the earth, the environment, there's environmental racism. Like all of this, I mean, buzzword, but like it's all like integral. It's all the same. It's all one and the same. And the same is the white supremacy. But again, that's a whole other conversation that is literally.
No, we can have that for the next show. Hey, but Jim, I know we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here. So if you got any last words, shout them out.
I was just gonna say I appreciate y'all having me on. You know what I'm saying? Much love to all y'all. I hope this channel continue to grow and prosper and all that shit, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Thank y'all for tapping in. All right, Amy, I love y'all, bro. Y'all stay beautiful.
All right, Roger. All right, Nicole.
All right, brother, love.
All right, y'all, go.
All right. So you said you wanted another time.
It was dating outside of your race.
Oh, okay.
And if you're open to it, hell to the no. Or would you like to experiment with it? Or like,
so do we want to make that the last topic?
Yes, yeah. How do you feel about dating outside of your race?
Okay. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe.
How do you feel about anybody dating outside of their race? Or whatever.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I think dating, for me, in my personal opinion, dating outside of your race is fine as long as it's not rooted in the oppression of another person. So if you have a preference for a specific type of person or a preference for not a specific type of person, like based on a specific ethnicity, I think that's a problem. So like if you're like, I only date give me a random ethnicity. Anybody?
Why?
I only date Mexican women because I'm gonna just say it. Black women have X, Y, and Z type of negative shit. Like it can't be attitudes or they're angry or whatever it may be, or whatever I guess we can talk about it because we're all black, but like I'll say like black women then and black men. If you're a black man who dates outside of your race because of black women, I think like that's a problem that you have to 100%. That's an issue within you. But if you just are like out here dating and you end up with a Mexican woman or a white woman or a Palestinian woman or whoever it may be, I think that is absolutely okay. And I'm not gonna like front anybody or fault anybody, I guess, for dating outside of their ethnicity, 100%.
Right.
But if you have a preference based on a negative aspect of a different ethnicity, that's a problem that you need to address within you, because that's not about black women.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you have a problem with your own ethnicity.
Right.
Like you have a problem with you.
Wish you were not black.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're looking in the mirror and
that.
you're seeing something that you don't like, and that's a problem.
That's
and you're not about to put that on me, bro.
And being, I know technically we're all mixed here, but me being light skinned and being mixed, it's my perspective of it is being like, okay, what do you? It's always a question like, oh, what do you identify with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So being mixed, I wasn't Puerto Rican enough or anything because I don't know Spanish, I don't know this, I don't know that, right? So
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, but then you
categorized.
light skinned, so then you're not black enough, right? Your hair this way, your hair, so you're not black enough. So dating outside of your race, being a mixed person, mixed mutt, is like we see. I see it a little bit different because I'm like, well, I just date who the fuck I like. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't really have a preference. My preference is somebody that makes me feel good.
Right.
That's my preference. Like, do we vibe together? That's my preference, regardless of what you look like. Well, I mean, you gotta be cute. I'm sorry.
No, of course. No.
But,
you have to be attractive.
Right.
Like,
so I didn't want to sound sexist or whatever, but nah. But on some real shit, it's just so from my perspective, it's been a little bit different as far as just like I just like who I fucking like.
Right.
And so when I see somebody not like somebody for a particular reason, I understand that real frequently, like, oh, because you hate something about yourself that they remind you of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So being mixed, I never had a chance to really give a fuck about what race you were. It was like, cause I don't know, I'm trying to figure what the fuck I am. So it's like
mixed up.
Yeah, I'm all fucked up. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you are. You got some good pussy. You like me. You like, let's do it. Let's do it. But so my perspective is a little bit different. So when I see other people have a particular reason why they don't date a certain race, I feel like it's crazy. Like, bro, what do you, like something about you
And
hates something about them that's within yourself.
Not to be vague, but I think like it's mostly like, not mostly, but in this instance, I think that we're not talking about the white or the big elephant, whatever the fucking phrase is in the room, is about black men having a preference that is not black women.
Yeah.
Like I just want to say that.
Yeah.
So it's on the camera and on the
no,
for
sure.
I hate like not talking about
that's
the thing
a big issue in our community.
Yeah. Like we're just gonna bounce around it a little bit.
Issue.
But I've dated outside of my race and or ethnicity. Like I've dated like white guys and Mexican guys and whatnot. And it is, I don't necessarily like have a preference. I will say like I don't want to have kids, but if I ever did have kids, I want black kids. But that being said, bitch, I'm black, so don't. my kids don't be black.
I'm black.
If I'm gonna reproduce, I want them to be black.
Yeah.
What,
so I'm definitely not one of those like, I want mixed babies. I want them to have like light eyes. Like, nah, G. Like, I want I want little Afro puffs. Like, I want big nose. What did Beyonce say in her song?
Excuse me.
She said it was something about like big noses and shit. Like, whatever.
So what you got? What do you think about it, Nicole?
Well, I can say that I have not dated outside of my race. I don't even know what my race is. I'm just saying, but I haven't dated outside of my race, and I don't see a problem with dating outside of your race. You know, what you like is what you like. You can't help who you fall in love with, and I probably need to seek out some other races. I don't know.
Shout out to anybody. If you motherfucking different race, come holla at Coley. You
might
be able to take her out on a date or something.
I don't got that why.
But she say you gotta pay.
I like dark meat. Special dark.
Special.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get up out of here. Last comments. We'll start with Raja. Last comments. What you want to say?
I don't know.
You can say whatever you want.
Thank you for joining us, talking with us, all the things. Tuning in. What do you say? Like, comment, subscribe type shit.
Yeah. Facebook Live, YouTube.
All right, Coley, what's your last words?
My last words. I gotta shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing, chick. Nah, I've been saying this throughout everything. Like, you know, heal from everything that you done fucking been through. Your childhood, your middle hood, your whatever hood you're going through right now. Shit. You know, growth is very important. Acceptance, accepting what you done been through. That shit's hard, but hey, get through it and grow and motherfucking have self-respect for yourself, value yourself or whatever. I did want to say never mind. We gonna have a whole nother motherfucker. I was gonna get into it.
We'll save it for the next show.
Yeah, we're gonna say that for the next show.
So guess what?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Get y'all shit together. Keep it together. Keep your mind right. Get your mind right. Stay running free, y'all. Shit, because it's hard out here from
to piggyback on the two queens that I have. First, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all showing up. Y'all being here. Y'all presence and y'all mindset is always a beautiful thing for me to hear from a male perspective. I always like to hear the female perspective of things.
I'm gonna be here to
like, comment, share, hit the fucking like button, like hard as fuck. Share it with your friends. If you like our conversation, if you want to be involved, let us know. We'll have you on the show. With that being said, all love, one love. And we out of this bitch. Holla.